good as a new penny. You know what are great? Jokes. Oh, I could tell a joke or two. Free on a good day.
You call to Walgraf. Walgraf gives a curt
I am on the trail, Source Hunter. Bear daughter.
assume you address... Do you now?
Dixon Dugongs, you nearly startled me. He's one of the many I let down that terrible night, comrade. But I'll tell you this. He's one of the last. I'll avenge all of them before my time's through. You mark my words. Ask away, my friend, ask away. Always helps to know a thing or two about who's covered. Frankly, it surprises. Heed me, comrade. Well, comrade, I've been around my district, so toss your cadaver. It's no coincidence the order way back with don't let the in the days. By now, it's been centuries since anything more. Onward! Careful, comrade. I think But what'll you do if you stumble upon a cast of enraged source crabs? Well, I reckon I'll keep a...
You call to Wolgraff, a wide smile showing... You call to Ulgraf. He awaits your queries.
Rawr! If you say so, Source Hunter. But
What can I do for you? Only fool.
Tell me, my friend, have you heard any recent prophecies regarding
bit drafty in
what was
here,
it
isn't
again?
it?
How can I help you, my friend?
I wonder how much of a spark it
Aye,
takes to zap a human to vapor.
By the hoary beard of Boreas, can it be? You've come home. It's about time, isn't it? Your quarters have been invaded by all manner of madness. Off to it.
Into the fray once more. I needed that. On the mend. On the mend. Into the fray once more. I needed that. Into the fray once more. Back on my feet again. Da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da. you see my magic box? It's got all kinds of wonderful...
Welcome back. The rock spirit within me greets the rock spirit within you. May the earth's vibe.
And with that, it's time to go spelunking for Tenebrium.
Assuming this Maradino actually knew his way around a spellbook, that is.
Well, I'll be a son of a troll. It's one of those big fairies without wings. What are they called again? Hares? No. Herrings? No. Humans! That's it. A human! That means you must be looking for Maradino. No other of you fairies has been here since him. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go right along. I'm certain you'll be treated just like he was. Nothing. Nothing. Wouldn't want to spoil the surprise. sure. I'm just small of stature, but I'm the maturest troll you'll ever see. So, fine, I'll tell you. It's our king, you see. He doesn't like visitors. Well, he's very conscientious, our king. Counts his gold with the diligence of a child building castles in the sand. For just like the tides will sweep away their sand battlements, so the king is bound to lose count. And just like the child will build a new castle the next day, so the king is certain to start counting anew. Interrupt him though, and like a child you'll throw a tantrum. Unlike a child, he'll drag your innards from your belly besides. Remember, if the king or any of his guards so much as see you, they'll take you for a thieving gremlin. Just ask Maradino.
Do what I do. Use the passage all the way to the left of the cave. That'll keep you safe from these big bruises. For a little while, anyway. I can slip under the palisade, but I guess someone your size will have to bust it down.
Intruders and lay eggs. Flower for Ruby. Oh, King heretic!
Seven dice again.
A man at arms is always intense. Portable earthquake! Heaven have mercy on your soul.
Beware of the lost ones out there, Wanderer. Their blood is impure.
Oh no, pal of mine. Don't be surprised if you hear Morden. Apart from Gungir's stature and incurable case of the uglies, is not so... The nutty oaf sits... I can't be certain myself where his cave is. I'm no man to refuse a source hunter. Ask away, friend.
Better that than reeking of fresh blood.
So you found the Tenebrium? A grand feeling to have bested the King of Trolls, isn't it? Huh? Hand the blighted stuff over and you'll be privy to every damnable secret this place has been.
Not so fast. We could sell that Tenebrium for more than its weight in gold.
Hi there, cutie pie. Want to have a good time?
My last partner tried to keep me from a small fortune too. They never found his remains, now that I think of it.
No, we'll do as I...
Sakes alive! I knew I could count on you. Now it's my turn to make good. I'll be happy to share with you the not-so-little secret of these mines. For starters, Source Hunter, you already know that this is a volatile material. What you might not know is that there are ways to handle it that can diminish or even prevent its negative effects. All it takes is a little know-how. Here, I'll show you. And if you're ever looking for a full cure, I'd recommend visiting the Immaculate Chapel. Nod your way through their little sermons and they'll give you access to a special mineral that can heal even the worst cases of rot. Now that there's a handy bit of information. But the real secret is yet to come, my friend. Lardance, the bloke from the mining guild, ordered dozens of men to extract tenebrium from these here mines, knowing full well that doing so was as good as sending them to their deaths. Beasts of burden, he called the miners, and said that the guild'd turn a profit quicker if the men mined the stuff lickety-split, before the rot ran its full course. I've got a letter here from the mining guild to Mr. Lardance himself, proving everything I've claimed. You can have the damn thing. I've sat on this secret long enough. There. It's yours.
Share a moment together.
Well, I'm off with little more to me name than a small fortune here in me pocket. Farewell to you, Source Hunter. And good riddance, Silver Glen.
Over here, sweet cheeks. Oh, I'm aching to share a moment together. Why don't you stay a while, darling? I just know I could take you on a wild ride if you let me. Hi there, cutie pie. Want to have a good time?
Oh, look. It's the demolition squad. I think there's a few buildings still standing in Silver Glen, but... Your Grace, I never... Oh, damn it all to hell in a handbasket. I can't do this anymore. Yeah, so the jig's up, eh? So what if I let those back asswards yokels mine the tenebrium? I paid him well enough. And if they got sick, it's no one's fault but their own. I'll tell you what. You keep this little factoid between us, and I'll make it worth your while. How's 1,000 gold sound? That's quite a heap of cash for nothing more than silence.
Lawrence has a point, you know. The miners were paid for their risk. No one forced them to take the job. We may as well accept this token and move on. Take the gold and seal your lips, or I'll seal them for you.
No, we'll do...
Well, be a saint if you like. Not all of us have that luxury. Business is a dog-eat-dog world. I wouldn't expect you to have learned much about reality at your little... Oh, look. It's the...
And so let the...
You both puzzle and delight me, Sir Arden. To be man and cat both. Such an interesting life you lead.
You flatter me, my lady, but yes, I quite like to weave between two planes of existence,
Aye, aye,
bound by mind and soul. There is a grandeur to it, if a humble one.
And trust me, dear lady, that grandeur humbles rather quickly when you see him groom himself.
Beware of the lost ones out there, Wanderer. Their blood is impure.
the word, Source Hunter?
Past and present.
Gods, Death Knights, this is dreadful news. Worse than I could have expected. Death Knights are a terrible sign, Source Hunter. Historically, they indicate their maker's intention to wage total war. Death Knights are impervious to attack, you see. The perfect soldiers. We must learn all we can about Leandra's plans for the army she's building. Fortunately, you seem to have found a crucial piece of the puzzle. A spell that will make her dreaded knights vulnerable to attack. Excellent work, Source Hunter. Simply excellent. I cannot condone. What's more, if I could only repair the... You must venture into the inner sanctum of one of the sacred Immaculate Temples in Lucula Forest. Leandra has hidden it well, but within its deepest depths you'll find a hidden library. What's inside I cannot say, but I know something of great value to her is... The Immaculates are no invention of Leandra's, though styling herself as its so-called conduit is, I must say, rather clever. They were an ancient religious group, countless sorcerers among them numbering hundreds of thousands before the death of Brachus Rex and the abolishment of Source. Leandra's little cult has retaken this immaculate banner and repurposed the ancient Immaculate Temples after their own fashion. The temple you must find is particularly well hidden. You'll have to become an Immaculate yourself in order to gain access to. If the time comes that you must reveal yourself as imposters, you'll have many an impassioned foe to face. You'll know you've reached the right place when you meet the priest who calls himself Mangoth. He protects the blood. It is he who you must ultimately defeat. Dreadful news. My sister, the so-called conduit, seems to have sunk to deception and terror to swell her numbers. If I know Leandra, she's hidden her most valuable secrets deep within their ranks. Keep exploring, Source Hunter. Your efforts...
You know what a great jokes.
I have seen
I
the
could tell a
void
joke or
that
two.
haunts me.
Free on a good day.
Follows my vision like confused spots after staring in the sun.
We are haunted by the same vision, my friend. The end of all vision.
Beware of the lost ones out there, Wanderer. Their blood is impure.
Hello again, or do a salutoin, as we say in our homeland.
That doesn't... Do a salutoin, Hunter. What can I do for you? What do you be? I will do my best to give answers. So my story, I believe Lawrence, my son Sebi, and I travel from our home. So, you are bringing results?
Let's show her the letter incriminating Lawrence.
At least Nadia will know exactly why her husband died and who's to blame.
You have letter from mining guild? Let me looking. They tell Lawrence to keep mining tenebrium. They say they make him rich if he comply. The filthy pig. Oh. Mi voyagos al sia patrino domo sur la dorso del camelo kai riprochi si forte. I knew he was guilty. I knew he was to blame for Ben's death. Oh, I'll strangle him with my own 2 hands. Watch shop while mother put ghost of father to peep. So, Mr. Lawrence, it's true then. May Zalmoxis dry her socks on your mother's gravestone.
Oh, what are you going on about, you crazy old witch?
I know for truth you bring workers to mines to extract tenebrium, and that you do it knowing they will die of rot. You greedy man. Malsata Rabbo. You kill them to fill your own pocket.
Look, you're confused. You're ranting. Clearly, there's no reasoning with you, so what say you take this rather expensive token and agree to keep your little delusions to yourself?
$1,000 gold for my husband's death. Tell me, Source Hunter, does this man bring me for an idiot? I would be appreciating your advice before I strangle him right here and now.
Nadia should shout Lawrence's guilt from the rooftops. He doesn't deserve better after what he's done.
Hanging Lawrence will neither bring Ben back nor do a thing to help Nadia and Sebi begin a new life. She should take the money.
Surely one as wise and judicious as you doesn't consider human life to be so very cheap.
This money serves to compensate Nadia for Ben's death. And Lawrence has so little power anymore, he's hardly worth the hassle. Nadia should take the money and move on.
No, we'll do as I said.
Ah, yes, that is spirit. Too bad for you, Mr. Lawrence, High Priest of Illiterati. Remember, my darling Ben, when mob rips you to pieces.
Wait. This is between you and me. There's no need to involve the rest of those cretins. They'll believe anything. Wait, Mrs. Nadia! Wait!
Friends, miners, listen close. You already knew this Lawrence was Greasy's snake, but now I have proof of his crime. I know none forget so many who die of rot when tenebrium was found. But do you know that Lawrence knew of rot and sent you and your brothers to mine anyway? He sent my husband to his death, and he sent you to yours.
Make the monster pay.
Source Hunter, please, you're a compassionate soul, are you not? You wouldn't let these pick-swinging apes swarm me, would you? I am a man of many mistakes and even more regrets, but surely no one deserves to be ripped to shreds by the masses.
How is justice taste, Mr. Lawrence?
One murder won't make up for another. These miners have no right to harm him.
What?
That's right. Killing Lawrence will make these miners his equal in the worst sense.
My savior, my friend. This will be the last anyone in Silver Glen sees of Lawrence. That is my promise.
That man's a murderer. You'd see us let him free? Let him run off to the next village of saps to maim and murder for profit? You lot, you're lucky the whole of us can't hold a candle to your fancy enchantments, or you'd have to face us yourself.
Justice at last for my darling. Oh, since we avenge him, I will, how you say, slip like smooth for rest of my days. Soon we will return to homeland and throw great party in Ben's honor and yours. Oh, my knight in shining garter. Take whatever you like from shop, my friend. It is least I can doing for you.
You're a good boy.
Justice at last. Take what...
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Hello again. Or you've probably noticed that my mother Nadia and I aren't from around. Ma's a bit intense, to be sure. My father was a good man.
You're a good boy, aren't you, Alfie? Bandit slayer of mine. Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Remember to take a break now and again, Bjorn. You know what the doctor said.
For the love of the gods, Mara, let it go.
The seven grant abundance!
Don't work too hard now, dearest. You've been hammering away for hours.
For the love of the gods, Mara, let it go.
Hi there, honey. No, sugar. That's a store. Indeed. Oh, that's the spirit, sugar. Lick. No, indeed. No, come now. Oh, God, darling, they just, darling. Is he a gentle troll? Would he benefit from my particular expertise, you think? It is strange, but, well, if you're willing to pay me on behalf of your toll-taking friends, I'll be glad to keep him company. I do believe 2,050 gold should cover it. And I'll take that gold. Cheers, darling. Well, I guess I'll be off to visit Mr. Troll then. He's the one closest to town, yeah? At least I won't have to run far if he gets too fidgety. See you around, sweetheart.
So, unless I'm very much mistaken, we just paid a courtesan to cheer up a lonely troll.
And twice as mean.
What's wrong with that? The fellow needed cheering, and that's what she'll do.
Still, I don't feel quite comfortable about all this. Frankly, it creeps me out.
Troll toll, pay the lone troll if you please.
And so she asked, Grenna, what do you have such large and hairy ears? So that I can hear you better, my dear.
No, be careful, little Red Riding Hood. It's the wolf, the nasty wolf.
I'm kind of in the middle of something here, sugar. Thumble just can't get enough of my stories. Such a sweet old thing he is. The poor darling felt all alone in the wide world. But now he's pleased as peppers. And to say true, I am too.
Friend, champion of my heart, I cannot describe my rapture. A ruby you have brought me, more precious than any other on this earth. Happiness, he has returned in all his sunny glory. For this unparalleled service, I must repay you. Have it back, the fee you paid on my behalf. Let sordid gold not stand between our friendship. My thanks, oh champion of my soul, my undying thanks.
Let's see how long her storytelling lasts. Let's see how long it takes this woman to abandon him and cast him back into misery.
Walgraf looks at Jehan with true, heartfelt pity. A man so jaded must have been hurt unfathomably deeply.
I'm kind of...
Warm as dragon's breath!
May the goddess guide you through the forest and keep you safe.
A peaceful wood. The caterwauling of cultists was making me ill.
Luculla seems fairly infested with immaculates. I wouldn't count on a long respite.
Walgraf spotted something.
Temple's older than sin itself, but humans never seem to lose interest in it.
strange woman whispering something about making Breath Knights vulnerable. Do you...
You can do it, human! You can save the world! Human! 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 That Mangoth is hiding something. I just know it. He's got a foxy kind of face, doesn't he? Can't trust him as far as you can hop away from him. What did the Immaculate say when her friend asked her to go to a feast instead of a blood orgy? Sorry, but I can't do it. I...
What is it? I don't have anything in particular worth mentioning.
Hey! My eyes are down here, buddy.
Trespasser, the hallowed village of Sacred Stone is hardly open to lost ones of every make and kind. What proof have you of your devotion to the conduit, to the goddess, to the one way? Present your immaculate amulet if you are friend to our cause. Welcome, compatriot, fellow, friend. Enjoy your stay at the most enlightened village in all of Rivellon.
The goddess's bounty guides you, compatriot, but a word of advice. Don't disturb Lady Attenborough if you can avoid it. Our lady is most pretty.
Demon Daemonium. And so what can I do for you? Do you now?
Rar! Bear daughter.
Enjoy your... The goddess's bounty guides you, compatriot.
Hearing him, killing him, sticking him, bleeding him, smashing him, bashing him, chopping him, popping him, dropping him. Hail, friend! Don't be shy. Sing along. Yeehaw! Oh, hearing him, killing him, sticking him. Iberheim, of course. Dunno how you manage to avoid conscription. Most every Thaddeus, Rich, and Gwen I know is there still. Allergic to the cold, are you? That's a question for a more learned mind than mine. It ain't on any map you'll find, and that road there, well, there ain't any road. A little of this, a little of that. A few dead imps, a royal prisoner or four, not to mention the conduit herself, presiding from on high. The frost may have taken my pinky toe, but I'd cut the other off myself if I'd get to relive it all. Painted a rosy enough picture for you, have I? Dying to pull up your ski socks and dive right in? Well, I can tell you this much. Our regiment got through by way of the White Witch's own cabin, if you can believe that. The rift...
Say, who ever made down the
If you had
street?
to wager,
Not in
what would
mine.
it be?
Heard there's a talking wishing
I
well
suppose
there.
12 imps would get a few blows in, and
what
I
a
think the
load of
shambling oak could take them off soon enough.
A few blows.
Source Hunters, this is it. Sacred Stone, the seat of Attenborough. This must be where the Dark One has taken Jarrett. We must be stealthy. If Jarrett was taken by surprise, there is no telling what sort of subtle evil might find us here.
Don't you find it interminably dull around here?
Reminds me of a song I know.
Could be worse, my brother
The imps are out to run
I'm sorry for
Their squeals of
the
wails and
seven.
tremors on music in the
without so much as
night. Hey, and
I
she'd
know
probably
that.
do worse to us if we
Crystal
crossed her.
snows and twigs, blizzards shake and
So,
stir.
how's it going
Long
over there?
imps flee from me.
What do you
My heart
mean,
blaze
how's it
and
going?
burn.
Well, you know.
Colour me a simpleton. Your singing voice